There are so many different purposes in life, to where it is some get some things misconstrued, or where it is we're not able to understand exactly what it is that's really needed and necessary as far as the future fruit or jewels in our lives. So, with me saying that exactly, uh, the number one thing I'll always tell people, and that is, again, look what you're doing for you do it. Because, like, the real purpose in life is to be able to create another greater good. If you're not trying to create another greater good in people, then, or somebody try to create a greater good for you or in you, it's not going to work out if you're not willing to do one thing. The key to life is being able to listen. Because if you're not able to listen, how can you learn if you're not able to listen? I give out small keys. What is I actually give to my kids, grandkids, until the only purpose of any of these in invites or whatever, as far as YouTube goes, is to give another future for a real light, because we were born as lights. So therefore, what it is we learned as far as our walk and our route is for us to get into them. I know it sounds. I know I'm saying the same thing exactly. I'm gonna consistently and repeatedly say it, because there's no real telling when it is somebody really be able to hear or listen to exactly what was needed for future reference for themselves. So, as far as self, again, look what you're doing for you do it. Uh, look, listen, pay attention, please follow directions. And again, the longer somebody else do it for you, you never gonna understand what it means to do it for yourself. Those are keys. Those are keys to life as far as what is I tell my kids and everybody's kids. And for my upper and older kids, uh, the number one I got from my brother James Jones, and that is, don't be silly, wrap your willie. And the reason I said not for us not to be the other part of the future bearers and the concerns of how life is supposed to work, but it's really all because you really need to understand exactly who it is you are as a person, and are you able to take care of the future or help the future? Because it's really all about help. It's not really just about just having kids. Yeah, I nailed that chick or whatever the case is. In our younger days, that was like our thing. It was absolutely awful as far as our state of mind and being. But as we got older, the time came to exactly what it is it was supposed to come to, because there's no real telling when it is your exit will enter. So if you don't understand what it is, I mean, as far as exit will enter, to where it is, you'll be going off of something that you have no idea about, and then turn around and get killed, murdered, or turn around and murder self. Now, the reason I say murder self, and that is, again, we all have different types of habits, and the concerns of us being individuals, again, diabetes, cancer, the whole 9 yards. And as I'm saying it to you, I'm smoking a cigarette myself, because I can't smoke weed like that like I used to. So I just leave that as that all the way around the board. Now, there's a whole bunch of new ways of how it is you can do this and that and whatnot. But that doesn't mean it's going to work out for the future greater of what it is you wish to achieve. If you're interested in what it is you're going to achieve, then achieve those goals versus you trying to do everything else. And what I mean by everything else, I mean what it is you wish to achieve. Because again, if you haven't achieved the goal, then how can you achieve the goal in concerns of everything else? Like I said, if there was a way that they had a instruction manual on how to raise kids, there have been a whole lot of different transpires and things to transpire for the future reference as far as who it is your kids are and who it is my kids are, a whole 9 yards. But the key and the fruit for life is being able to listen. If you're not able to listen, you can't learn. My number one thing is keep living.